Hey everyone, welcome. Today we are diving into a dish that is specifically designed to maximize your profits this winter. So if you're a restaurant owner looking for a really smart, strategic addition to your brunch menu, you are absolutely in the right place.
And let's just start with the philosophy behind this, because it's what matters most, right? It's all about maximizing your bottom line without ever sacrificing the quality or the appeal of the food you serve. This is way more than just another recipe. It's a business decision that both your customers and your accountant are going to love. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about why this is a game changer for your menu. Then we'll get into those incredible numbers, the 80% profit margin. After that, I'll walk you through how to make it, share some pro tips for success, and then we'll wrap up with a little Q&A. All right, let's get right into it. In today's market, you always have to be asking, why this particular dish, and why right now? Let's really dig into the strategy here. The opportunity here is honestly huge. Think about it. When it gets cold, people want warm, comforting food. But, and this is a big but, the demand for healthy, plant-based, gluten-free options, that doesn't go away. This dish lives right at the perfect intersection of cozy comfort food and modern healthy eating. So, what makes this thing such a home run? Well, it just hits all the right notes. You're leveraging that superfood trend with quinoa. You're automatically catering to gluten-free and vegan diners. You're using affordable, seasonal ingredients. And maybe most importantly for your kitchen, it's built for batch cooking. It literally ticks every single box. Okay, now for the part we all really care about, right? The money. Let's talk about profitability, because this is where this dish goes from a nice idea to an absolute must-have. This is a certified moneymaker. It's the first question you ask about any potential new menu item. Is this worth my time? Is the food cost low enough? Is the return on investment actually there? Well, let's break it down. So here it is, the big number. This dish was engineered from the very beginning to hit a gross profit margin of 80%. Just think about that. A number like 80% can make a real, tangible impact on your bottom line week in and week out. And you might be wondering, how in the world do we get to 80%? Well, look at this breakdown. We're suggesting a menu price of around $14.95, and your estimated food cost per plate is under $3. We do that by using affordable bulk items like quinoa, seasonal fruit like apples, and other low-cost pantry staples. This isn't luck, it's smart menu design. Okay, so the numbers are fantastic, but is it a total nightmare to make during a busy service? Absolutely not. Let's head into the kitchen, because the key takeaway here is that simplicity equals speed. So here are your core ingredients to make about 6 servings, and I want you to just look at this list. There's nothing crazy here, right? No exotic, expensive ingredients you have to special order. It's all simple, accessible stuff, and that is absolutely essential for keeping those food costs low and your profits high. And the process? Oh man, it could not be easier. It is literally a one-bowl operation. You combine everything, pour it in a dish, and bake. That's it. This kind of simplicity is a dream for your brunch line. It minimizes labor, and it ensures the dish comes out perfect every single time. All right, so the base recipe is solid, it's simple, it's profitable. But how do we take it from being just good to being absolutely unforgettable? Let's go over a few chef tips to really elevate the dish and boost its perceived value. Here is a little trick that makes a world of difference. Before you mix everything together, just take a minute to sauté the diced apples in a pan with a little vegan butter and cinnamon. It caramelizes them, deepens that sweet flavor. It's a tiny step that makes the final dish taste so much more complex and delicious. Now, this is probably the most important tip for any busy brunch spot. This recipe is perfect for batching. You can make a huge hotel pan of this before service even starts. Then, when an order comes in, you just scoop a portion, reheat it, and plate it. This will slash your ticket times and help you turn tables faster. It's all about speed. And you want to know an easy way to bump up that check average even more? Offer a few premium add-ons. For an extra buck or two, guests can add toasted pecans or fresh berries or a drizzle of fancy syrup. It makes them feel like they're personalizing their meal, and it adds pure profit straight to your bottom line. It's a total win-win. And finally, let's talk about something that is so important these days: safety and trust. This dish is already a hero for your gluten-free customers, but you can take it further. Use oat or soy milk to make it nut-free. Label everything clearly on your menu, and be super careful about cross-contamination. When you do this, you build incredible loyalty with guests who have dietary needs. Okay, I'm sure you probably have some questions rattling around in your head. So, for this last section, let's tackle a few of the most common operational questions you might have about putting this on your menu.
First up, let's talk about our star ingredient. Why quinoa? I mean, why not just use oatmeal or another grain? Well, this choice was very, very deliberate.
You see, quinoa is a nutritional powerhouse. It's a complete protein, which is rare for a plant-based food. It's naturally gluten-free, and critically, it has this premium, healthy perception that allows you to charge more for it than you ever could for a bowl of oatmeal. It's the perfect foundation for a modern brunch dish. This is a fantastic question, and it's probably something a lot of you are already thinking about. The last thing you want is to send out a dry, crumbly dish to a guest after you've reheated it. Luckily, the solution is incredibly simple. And that's all there is to it. When you're ready to reheat a portion, just add a little splash of plant-based milk or even just water. That little bit of liquid will create steam and rehydrate everything perfectly, making it taste just as moist and fresh as when it first came out of the oven. So we've gone through the strategy, the incredible profit margin, the super simple recipe, and some tips to make it even better. What is the one big idea you should walk away with today? Here's the most important thing to remember. This isn't just a recipe for a tasty quinoa bake. This is a complete business solution. It was designed from the ground up to be low cost, high margin, on trend, and incredibly efficient for your kitchen to execute. It's a tool to make your menu better, and more importantly, to make your business more profitable.